We're the Sqwatchers, and we're here at Bandy Farms doing an investigation. We've been here once before, back in the fall, had some really interesting things going, caught some great audio, had some experiences while we were here, found some newly made structures that weren't there the night before. Just very interesting place. And so we're hopefully today we're back. It's the first time we've been able to be back since last fall. We're tickled to death to be here on Bandy Farms, and hopefully we can catch some stuff tonight.
Yeah, we've got some kind of cool things planned. We've got right now, we just went out and put out 4 recorders. So we have recorders on really about every corner of this property here. And so we're hoping that those pick up some audio. And they're in areas that not only us, but on the Roby investigation, you guys heard some
Activity.
Yeah, some audio stuff going on. So we're hoping to catch some of that. We've taken pictures of all of the structures down there, and hopefully maybe we get another new one made that like last time. We've also got a tent set up. The owner of the property has had experiences here where they've had people camping out in tents, including himself, and you know, something looks over and looks inside the tent from above, you know, because the rain protector was off. So we're hoping we get some of that. We've got a trail cam sitting there as a surprise for him when he looks in. So we hope he gets curious.
The night we were all sleeping, and my buddy started screaming bloody murder, and we all came out. I mean, there's like 20 of us, and his tent got collapsed, and then there was logs and rocks being thrown at us from the woods. Yeah. And it was Jesse that got his tent collapsed, and heck, that was 15 years ago, and he's never stepped foot back on this property. Got a few buddies that won't come back out here, even in daylight.
Might not, but we're going to try anything. So maybe, you know, get something going. So yeah, we're looking forward to tonight.
Equipment-wise, we've brought parabolic mic. We brought a shotgun mic. We have a couple of thermals and 3 or 4 night visions. So hopefully we're going to catch something, catch it on film, catch it on audio. That's our goal here tonight.
You guys want to speculate on why there might be activity on here?
Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think there's plenty of woods here. I mean, it's thick here. It's very thick. And you got a water source. You got a river going right by it. You've got
food source.
It's just an area that it would be, you know, pretty good ground for something like a Bigfoot to be in, I think. So that's our opinion.
It's a natural habitat.
So everything they have everything they need here. So, and it's really a little bit remote, especially as you get down towards the river. Yeah, so it's got everything, I think, and that's why. And not to mention but Illinois does have a lot of sightings in it. Yeah, we're rated, I think,
5th in the nation.
5th in the nation, yeah, and I think that's probably still good as far as Bigfoot sightings. And to be honest with you, half of them aren't even, you know, recorded. Half of them aren't on their lists. We talk to people all the time that have stuff, and it's not on the BFRO site. We got all of our evidence, 12 years worth, and none of it's on the BFRO site. Now we have put some of it up on the Bigfoot mapping project, but we have to do that ourselves.
I honestly believe that BFRO is overwhelmed. I believe they don't have enough investigators to travel. I mean, we were 5 hours away. We left out 6:30 this morning to come here. So, I mean, that's a long way to travel. You get a 10-hour round trip to get somebody to come down and take a statement or whatever. I can kind of understand it, but the sad part of it is there's so many reports that are not being published. We have people now, since we've started going public with our stuff and putting stuff on Facebook and doing presentations, it's amazing how many people have got hold of us and said, I got something going on here. Would you come out and check? Right now we have 3 investigations going on down in Southern Illinois that are very, very promising.
Yeah, all of them have activity, all of them. So,
What are you hoping to happen tonight?
well, it'd be really, really nice if we could get some audio of some kind of, howl or whoops or something like that on audio, or even something that we can't explain. I'd love to have something like that.
We have already experienced today something we can't explain. We had a couple of howls this morning when we was down there setting recorders up. They were far off, but we still count them. We could hear them. And then we had an incident while we was trying to do this. And we had to end up moving locations.
Go ahead and talk about it.
All right. And what happened is we were doing this down by what we call the sapling area, and that's where the tent is located. And our intention is to maybe stay down there a little while at night. The sapling area it's nothing like anything else here on the property. Right now we're in the woods. It's just relaxing. It's the woods. We're in the shade, the trees. You can smell the leaves on the trees. Everything's just like woods. It's wonderful. That's a different story when you hit the area of the saplings. Structures everywhere, pagodas, the limbs bent over and stuck in the ground. And they're not bent over. They're bent over, and if you follow them down to the end, they're stuck down into the ground. TP structures, X's, it's got all kinds of stuff, and it's just got this vibe to it. When you're in the woods, it feels natural. When you're in the sapling area, it's not scary, but it just has this different vibe to it.
So
and
anyway,
we were down there. Go ahead.
Are you going?
Go ahead.
Well, I didn't know where you were going, but so anyway, make a long story short, we're down there doing this interview, and we do maybe 10, 15 minutes of an interview, and we decide we're going to go move somewhere else and maybe go through the woods a little bit, and all of a sudden, hey, guys, I didn't get any of that. What do you mean you didn't get any of that? Well, that was turned on, but it wasn't recording anything. So we immediately, Joe says, hey, let's get out our EMF.
K2 meters.
And K2 meters. So we got those out. And all of a sudden, we started getting hits of EMF. And I mean, it was spiking those things, right? They're into the red, which is a good amount. And we shouldn't be getting any of that down there. Up to red.
We have an EMF meter out here. You can see it's going off. We got it pointing towards the sapling area. We just did an interview with Joe Turry, and when he got back to the camera had quit. And this is the same area where the owner said that his mower kept dying.
And that thing was jumping up to 20.
Oh, it was going all the way up in the red. And I don't have this running.
Crazy.
Golly.
Look at that thing go. That is going crazy.
Catch it?
Look at that thing. Now it's dead. Oh, there it goes.
Is that my phone doing it?
No, because it stopped.
Yeah. There it is on 5.
If that was the case, mine.
I got my phone back around. It's still on 5. Look at it. It just went off again. Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, look. Here's my phone right here by it there.
So yeah, we both showed EMF right here.
Well, that was
I don't know what would be causing that.
What were you saying? Bandy was telling you he had issues down here mowing?
When he come down here to mow this off for us this weekend, knowing that we was coming, his mower kept shutting off right through this path down here
by the sapling area.
by the sapling area. He said it died on him 5 times. He said he's never had trouble with that mower before. It'd restart, but it kept dying. Okay, that was really interesting, Jim.
Mine
Not
just
do
jumped
it,
up to 95.
I don't have anything right now.
I don't think it'd be picking anything up off his camera.
No,
No.
not.
I don't know, it seems to be out this direction, which is right there in the sapling area.
That is
Rare thing.
very interesting, though. We've never really used EMF meters, but we was reading where they were saying, you know, that sometimes with Bigfoot they've picked up things. I thought, well, shoot, they're not very expensive. We'll get one. I'm glad we did, because that really showed
Well,
electronic signals
the
from.
thing was blowing up.
Yeah, it was in the 20. Yeah, it was redlining it, and
now
his
it's not-
camera quit during the interview. That's
I'm not showing anything at all right now.
I'm not either. That gives you two different things going on. Yeah, I have nothing. You've got it on tape.
Well, the aftermath for sure.
Yeah, well,
That's an interesting catch. So I think I'm going to be very hopeful for tonight,
yeah,
because things are already starting to happen.
absolutely.
Is it odd for things to happen in the daytime?
No,
We've had things happen in the daytime.
yeah, we
That's
had.
what I always talk about is people on my channel are like, why are you investigating in the daytime? And it's like, guess where most sightings happen? You know, I don't know if I believe in the nocturnal animal. Yes, people have activity at night 100%,
Yeah.
but they also have activity in the daytime.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have 4 photos of cryptids that we've taken. 2 of them were daytime, 2 of them were night.
And we've also we had an experience which we talked about on the first interview, which it sounded, we were up on a bluff and it sounded like a mechanical drill going off.
And that was in
you
the
know.
daytime.
And so it was on the other side from where we were camping. We were camping on the bluff, so there wasn't a lot of trees there, but over right across the trail that was where the thick forest was. And the sound was coming from inside the forest. So we're just sitting around, so we said, let's go see what that is.
What's your speculation on people talk about mechanical noise all the time? Like car door slam is the big one, but other people talk about like equipment. So what? Any speculation on what the heck that is?
No, I had no idea.
Me neither.
It was just so mechanical sounding.
It sounded kind of like a drill, and we're listening to this thing and going into the woods, partially into the woods, trying to find it, because it's what? 20 feet? Yeah, 20, 25 feet into the woods. And we get over there to where the sound's coming from, and it stops, and it starts back over here, 30, 40 feet.
We walk over there. It stops and moves somewhere else. It's all during the day. So, I mean, we kind of thought maybe it was
this may be
drawing us into the
maybe
woods,
a
but
15-minute period is all it happened. But then we decided we'd separate and try and, okay, it's here. You go that way, I'll go that way. We'll come in on where it's at. We never could pinpoint where it's at. It moved someplace else.
And that bothered me because I kept thinking, this thing's intelligent. You know, it knows where we are, and it's moving to somewhere we aren't all the time. And that, I thought about that for a long time that evening. I just kept thinking, what on earth would be, smart enough to keep moving around?
And then we had somebody when we was doing a podcast, we told that, well, no, it wasn't a podcast. Maybe it was a presentation. We had done that story, talked about it, and they told us, they said, well, maybe it was trying to draw you into the woods. I had never even thought about that. I'll think about that next time we hear something
Well,
like
the
that.
old Native American stories are if you hear the baby crying, you
Yes.
don't go towards it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've heard that.
Yeah.
And so
Have you heard about the car door slamming thing?
No.
no,
Yeah, so pay attention to that. I mean, like, you know how it is, like, we're out in the woods. If you're not really listening for things, your brain doesn't catch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're not really expecting it, but just something else to look out for. I think it's a freaky kind of thing, though. Like, why are you hearing a metallic sound
Right.
and there's nobody there?
Well, another incident, you want to tell them the other incident? When we were camping and the thing walked up on us?
oh yeah. So this would be classified as weird, strange, high strangeness, if you will. We're camping, and it's probably midnight, and you can hear footfalls starting to come. This isn't a fall, heavy leaf clutter, kind of like what we got here. A lot of leaves on the floor, and
Nothing in the trees. It's cleared.
yeah, it's cleared, and they're foom, 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 coming across, crunching on these leaves every step of the way. Crunch, 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 and they were heavy. This wasn't. You could tell this was like a heavy footfall, and it goes from me to you, which is what,
10 foot.
10 foot. It's away from us, and it's walking right by us.
Right in front of us.
And we grab our gear, which we had right there anyway. And so we've got a FLIR on, we've got spotlight, we've got
Night vision.
night vision, we've got everything going, and this thing goes all the way down here,
And a shotgun mic.
and it walks right back in front of us, and we're recording the whole time. And you can't see it.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
You just hear it walking by.
Yeah, it'll raise the hair on the back of your neck because you know it's right there in front of you, but you can't see it.
And it just walked off.